Ah, Frozen. Yes. So this review is going to hurt me a little bit. In fact, every time I say Frozen, a little bit of my soul evaporates. But I feel like to properly bury this forever, I'm going to have to get my feelings out about it. And they're not black and white feelings, unfortunately. I would love to be able to say that I just hated this, but I didn't. Sure, it may be closer to hate than love, but there's a little part of me that suggests, well, it's not the worst movie ever. And that's true, it's not the worst movie ever at all. On the surface, Frozen does everything right. And I say right, meaning right for the general populace and right for Disney. It appeals to everybody, and it does all the things that Disney knows people will like. For instance, it's a fairy tale, because of course it is. It's about this girl, Elsa, who has ice powers for some reason that she can use to do some considerable damage, actually. She hurts her sister when they're little, and then she hides away for the next, 12 years or something and never sees anyone, lives on ice and sunlight, I don't know. But anyway, so there's a coronation, and Elsa is the new queen, except she messes up, runs away, sings a song I will not mention again, and her sister, who is not a terrible character really, decides to go after her. Here we get into the main action. It's one of those semi-musicals, or maybe it's a full musical, I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of songs. We can just let this, and this burn in hell forever, but this one actually isn't bad. It's sung by the resident comic relief, Olaf the Snowman, who, and I was surprised too, actually isn't a terrible comic relief. He's kind of funny at times. This song is good, I have to admit that. It's funny, it's just original enough to get by, and okay, it's catchy. In a good way this time. The songs are mostly uninspired and uninteresting to the extreme, but this one does something right. And that's kind of how I felt about the whole movie. It's pretty uninspired and uninteresting, but it does do some things right. For instance, spoiler if you haven't seen it, for instance, this guy turns evil and he's first introduced as the annoying prince that falls in love with the princess. You can kind of see it coming, but it's an interesting twist for a Disney movie. And this guy, kind of annoying, kind of okay, isn't particularly desirable looking or overly handsome, for a change. He seems like a reasonable guy, just caught up in some Disney silly fluff, not his fault. Frozen walks a very, very narrow line between stupid and pointless, and kind of decent. I get why so many people like it. It's good-hearted, there's some serious undertones that I actually appreciated, and of course there's singing and dancing and pretty dresses. It's not that funny, although it does have its moments. It's hardly original, except for one or two interesting moments. When all's said and done, it's a pretty routine Disney movie. Not good, not bad, just some annoying, difficult area in between. Overall, Frozen gets 2 stars out of 4. I think it's harmless for kids, could be okay for adults, and isn't necessarily deserving of the hate that it sometimes gets. Neither is it even remotely deserving of the love that it gets, but whatever. Let people love what they want to love. And I made it through this entire thing without once saying those 3 words that seem inevitable. Thanks for watching.